Welcome to Crimson Guitars, welcome to a quick look at how I'm clamping up a drop top. This is a Mini-torial, I suppose, maybe, and kind of a little bit of an advert for our fantastic spool clamps, which are surprisingly useful. I went for a decade without actually owning any. I'd been violin building, apprenticeship and all that stuff, used them all the time, and then came to guitars and ended up, I don't know why, but I thought that you needed a hell of a lot of clamping pressure to glue a top on and stuff like that, and it just is not so. In fact, if you clamp down too hard, you can starve the joint of glue. You can squeeze too much of the glue out, and it hasn't happened to me, but I know people to whom it has happened. And anyway, we developed the spool clamps of Crimson Guitars, and now I love them and use them a lot. Anyway, I have this fantastic Buckeye Bill top, which has to be glued onto this sort of monochrome guitar. That's fine. That's not. Those need to go under there, and it's got a spalted beech back, which is fairly soft, and I don't want to or need to put giant G clamps on and lots of pressure. So the spool clamps are perfect. I'm going to start doing this thing. Yes, of course. Now, you know how much glue to apply or not to apply and all that jazz. It's there's a feel that we have to get to. Spread it evenly. Too much and everything will slip and slide and just won't work. Too little and well, you get gaps. I think on a top it's not so much of an issue because it's such a large surface area. But, well, what can you do? Anyway, I'm using a little credit card blank type thing to spread the glue around. And we want a light film. There we go, just a relatively light spreading. I tend to say if you can just about see the wood underneath, it's probably about right. Okay, this has been jointed and fitted and all of that jazz. Now, one of the options, and what I probably should be doing, is to have an MDF clamping coil over the top to spread the weight, etc. But I'm not going to. Not this time. I want to be able to see that everything is absolutely working perfectly. There's a planar thicknesser mark or a sander mark right next to and parallel to the center line, which just does like screwing with my mind. The body's a little bit larger than it's supposed to be. So there we go. I'm not white knuckling this. I'm not putting too much pressure on, and because it's just not required. So there we go. Essentially, we don't need those there actually. we go. So I now have it in a position where I can stop talking and just clamp up. And we'll speed through this footage because yay, we can do that. Okay, so I slightly misjudged how many I'd need on that. Space them out a little bit and we're all good. Well, there we go. Essentially, that is clamped up and good to go. If this was a flat top, you would have to have a clamping call. Because this is a drop top, the pressure of holding them down at the edges is gluing down the middle. I am going to go away and get a couple of big F clamps and a template and put that in the middle just because it feels naughty not to. But it's not absolutely necessary in this case. Well, there we go. Thank you for watching. Go to Crimson Guitars, check out the clamps and luthiers tools and things we do there. And at some point in the future, this guitar will be finished and you'll see demos and all of that jazz. I'm really looking forward to seeing this guitar finished. There we go. Have a good one. Go make some sawdust. I'll see you soon. Clamps.